Okay, hello everyone. Back with more Trails of Cold Steel. Don't need to watch that again. Lower the volume a little bit. Alright. So, when we last left off, we finished the prologue. The teacher and the school administration had subjected us to some sort of test. I guess to see if we get along with each other. So, the 9 of us in Class 7 did this test, and yeah, we gotta figure out what's in store for us next. And I need to open Twitch so I can see chats on my phone. So if you're saying anything right now, I can't see you just yet. And I dropped my phone. Great. Ah. Okay.
All right.
That's my channel. Let's see. Okay. Back to the game.
Time to get going.
Oh, Reen!
Morning, Elliot.
Good morning. Are you heading to school now too? How about we walk there together?
Sure. It's getting late though, so we might need to pick up the pace a little.
No problem. I'm guessing everyone else left already, huh?
I think so. I'm not sensing anyone else on this floor, at least. Gaius in particular is probably long gone by now, being the early riser he is.
Oh, okay then.
Okay.
He's not sensing anyone? What does that mean exactly?
It means he uses the Force.
Good morning.
Yeah.
She still hates me.
Good morning.
Morning! Are you two on your way to school?
Yeah. Come on, Emma. We're going to be late. Hey, wait for me, Elisa. We'll see you in class.
Oh, why? Okay, so I see your chat in OBS, but I don't know why I don't see it in the phone app. Hold on a second. There used to be a chat-only option in the app, and now it's gone. So I don't know. Huh. There's audio only. Well, whatever. You know what? I'll just open. Let me alt tab for a second. And open up Twitch on my second monitor here, which is what I should have done. Put OBS there. Okay, good to go. Sorry about that.
I never would have guessed she'd hold a grudge this long. She knows it was just an accident, right? She has to. Can't believe she'd be so sensitive.
No kidding. She's not even giving me a chance to apologize to her.
Well, as long as you keep trying, I'm sure she'll understand. Eventually. Class 7's got enough tension as it is. What with our two, prideful warriors at each other's throats. So I think it would be a load off everyone's mind if you and Elisa could make up at least.
I'll certainly do what I can, whatever that may be.
These past 2 weeks have really flown by, haven't they? It's funny. I went into this thinking combat practice would be the toughest part of the curriculum. Never would have guessed the academic side of things might give it a run for its money.
Well, strong in body and mind is pretty firmly embedded into Imperial culture. I do get what you mean, though. I figured I'd be able to coast through the year, but I've had to very quickly reevaluate that.
You too, huh? I wish I were as smart as Machias or Emma. They don't seem to be having any problems at all. But then, Emma got the top score on the entrance exam, and I'll bet you anything Machias wasn't far behind.
I'm sure. Eustace and Elisa are apparently doing really well too, as are Laura and Gaius.
Really? Guess I'm just gonna have to suck it up then. Though I really do hope they don't mind.
Huh? I'm not sure I follow.
Oh, sorry. You got me thinking about Eustace and Laura. I've been talking to them the same way I talk to everybody else, but they're both nobles, right? And Eustace's family rules over the whole eastern side of the Empire, so it kind of feels like I should address them more formally.
Well, they both said it was okay, so I wouldn't worry about it too much. Though you probably shouldn't go picking fights with Eustace every chance you get, like a certain someone else.
Oh, I don't plan on it. I'd hoped they'd get along a bit better over time, but if anything, things seem to be spiraling downhill fast on that end. When the two of them are in the same room, there's just this constant tension in the air.
It's not all Machias either. Eustace seems to enjoy provoking him at every opportunity. I can't even imagine what it would take to make them see eye to eye at this point.
Yeah, I wish there was something we could do to help them get along.
Perhaps. Perhaps a little bit of foreshadowing there.
And that's where we'd be if we weren't in Class 7. Dormitory number 2, for all the common folk like us.
Yeah,
Perhaps.
I guess so, huh? I'm still kind of shocked that Class 7 gets to have its own dormitory. Though, to be fair, I think that building was abandoned till this year. Seems like they renovated it just for us.
Well, they did a good job. It's got a nice feel to it. I just wish it were a little closer to the academy.
Hey, you're in our way. Step aside at once.
Who's this shitbag? Oh, the nobles.
Class 7, I see.
Hey, Mike.
Is something the
How
matter?
you doing?
You're just a ragtag bunch of nobodies, aren't you? Come on, we're leaving.
Yes, Patrick! A word of advice. You might be part of a special class, but that doesn't change who you are. Never forget your place.
Yeah, if I recall correctly, none of this scene was voiced in the original PS3 version, so the extra voices really makes
So
it
they're
a
from
lot
one of
better.
the upper classes. This is why I hate talking to them.
Unfortunately, that attitude is all too common among the nobles. Thank goodness Laura and Eustace aren't like that.
Yeah, that would be pretty bad. That's the infamous dormitory number 1, where all the nobility lives. It's supposed to be super fancy inside, with maids and butlers and everything.
Wow, really? Guess that's our cue to pick up the pace.
Yeah, sorry. Oh, hey, have you picked out a club to join yet? Doesn't sound like you have to or anything, but it's probably a good way to meet people.
No, I'm still looking. It's hard to decide on one.
Stand, bow, be seated.
As I'm sure you're all well aware, the Erebonian Empire was driven to its
Exposition.
brink of collapse roughly 250 years ago. This was brought about by the conflict we know as the War of the Lions.
Final Fantasy Tactics?
A civil war lasting several years, staged over the throne of the late emperor by the most powerful of his potential successors. But of course, I'm not here to tell you that. If I were, I think even young children would be able to pass this course. Rather, I'd like to discuss the effects this had on the Empire as members of the aristocracy were drawn into the war. Many hired mercenaries turned to looting and pillaging, and a similar trend
The guy
could
from
be seen
Pokemon.
among some of the knights. The land was left utterly devastated, and morale was at an all-time low. But then, lo and behold, into this nightmare stepped a man.
A man.
A man willing to take a stand against this bloody war of succession. He was a wandering prince who began to rally forces from the outskirts of the Empire, and would go on to make quite a name for himself. And that name, of course, was Drycles Rysei Arnor. He would later become known as Drycles the Lionheart, the 73rd Emperor of Erebonia, and father of the Renaissance. Not to mention the founder of this very academy. Drycles' army was initially rather small in number, but as he traveled across the Empire, winning over the hearts of influential sympathizers, his forces rapidly increased. Now, the place where Emperor Drycles first began gathering his army was... Reen Schwarzer, would you care to tell the class?
Gonna go with that one. It's not like I did it for you. Yeah, I got some AP, yay. Alright, so academic points. By making good decisions and acting appropriately and completing quests, you will gain academic points. When you've accumulated enough AP, your rank will increase the next time you report a quest. There are 15 ranks ranging from B7 to A0. So yeah, that actually, like, you'll after B7 is B6, then B5, then B4, and then eventually will become A7, I think, and then, yeah, it goes all the way down to A0. Every time your rank increases, you receive a perk from the Academy. A little bit like in Final Fantasy VIII, where you get paid based on how good you're doing in the game. It's kind of a similar system, but this has an actual rank to it. Thanks, game.
Nice work, everyone. You made it through another grueling day of classes. In case you've been living under a rock, please don't forget that tomorrow is your first free day. It's not technically a day off, but there are no classes, so it's up to you what to do with your time. Why, you could go shopping in the capital if you wanted to. Or just do what I do and sleep all day. Sleep is so wonderful.
Will the Academy's facilities still be open for our use?
Yes, I'd like to be able to use the free study area in the library myself.
Of course! This school shuts down for no one. So feel free to patronize any and all facilities as you like. A lot of clubs have meets
Sarah's
and
great.
free days as well, so anyone who's joined one should probably check on that.
I see.
I'll be certain to do so.
Also, before you leave, we should go over what's happening next week. On Wednesday, you all have your practical exam.
A practical exam?
What does that entail exactly?
It's part of your combat training. You'll be graded on your performance, so make sure you're well rested and ready for battle by then. Might be a good idea to do some training on your own time too, just to keep from getting rusty.
Interesting.
I definitely don't like the sound of that.
Oh,
I
one
agree.
more thing. After the practical exam is over, I've got another important announcement about a major part of Class 7's curriculum that I haven't mentioned at all yet.
What?
Here it comes.
So, whatever you choose to do on your free day, make it count for something. That concludes today's homeroom. Machias, if you'll do the honors.
Yes, instructor. All rise. Bow.
Wow, the schools in this fantasy land are a lot like the schools in Japan. No, no voices. Oh well, can't win them all. No pun intended. Ah. Teacher's back. I guess I'll go. I am the main character after all. What does a heart sound like? Because she talks in hearts. Hey, Beatman, how's it going? Alright, so I gotta go to the student council room. Second floor of the student union building to the east of here. So this is actually the first... Oh, finish the conversation first. Okay, so this is actually the first chance you get to actually walk around the school. So if you want to see the map, you can. You can't go into everywhere. So let's see. Looks like right now this is the second floor. Yeah, 2F. Now, where did she say the? That's home ec room. Oh, I have to go into the next building, actually. That's right. I have to go into the student union building. So yeah, I could explore the area more, but I'm not going to waste too much time here. There are people to talk to and stuff, but not much going on, really. This is the entrance to the school. Front gate. Event markers. Occasionally you will see event markers displayed on characters and places. These show that an event will take place there. So red ones are main story stuff, and green ones are side quest stuff. So yeah, this is what the outside of the school looks like. You can get a nice view of the map here. The Student Union building is over there. There's also the library, the engineer, all the buildings that they were talking about are in this little area here. So yeah, I guess I can waste a little bit of time just showing you around the area. A boot? Is she Canadian? She talks weird. So I believe this is the auditorium. I don't think you can go in here yet, though. Yeah, so save that for later. Let's head over to the field. So if we do... That's the incinerator. Plus, Japan schools have incinerators for some reason. I forget why exactly, but they do. And it looks like the girls are playing lacrosse. Hey, boys play lacrosse too. Music gives you a P3 vibe. Yeah, there's a lot of P3 in this game. I mean, there's the whole school thing already. Let's see. Let's check out the gymnasium. Training hall. This guy's a real jerk. Or a real peach. I don't need to talk to everyone. Let's see. I forget what's over here. Oh, this is a locker room. Is there anything in? No. Nope, nothing to do there. Can't even take a shower. And there's the pool. What happens if you try to go in the girls' locker room? And you can also go upstairs and see what's going on up there. Nice view of the pool from up top. Can you poop in this game? I don't think so. So these are all the club rooms. All the sports club rooms, at least. And then we got the fencing club over there. And the writing club. So that's it for the gym, pretty much. Man, the loading time is so much smoother in the PC version. I love it. PS3 version's a lot slower. Let's check out the little flower garden here. Budding interest. I think you can do fishing here too. There's like a little fishing mini game in this game. Not mandatory, but you can if you want to. Actually works kind of like a rhythm game. And this game does not have main character syndrome where the only characters with anime colored hair are the main characters. You actually have NPCs that have like pink hair, blue hair. So that's kind of cool. Nope, no one's at the engineering building. I think that's pretty much everything. I'll check out the library real quick, and then I'll go to the student union building. What does Machias have to say? I'm guessing the guy he doesn't like is in here. Yeah, MC here is blue, I would say. Bluish, very dark blue. But yeah, it's blue. In the library, you'll find books detailing key terminology on the second floor and a recommended reading corner on the first. The recommended reading corner is updated almost every month, so it's worth checking in on a regular basis. What's more, many books you'll read will be added to the book tab of your notebook for future reference. You can access the book tab by pressing the select button or by choosing Note and then Books from the camp menu. So I think, yeah, this is the recommended reading corner. You just go to the little shiny area, and you can read this stuff. And it marks it as read and adds it to your book notes. You don't actually have to read it. But I believe doing so does give you something later on. I forget what exactly. But if you do check it every month, you get something for doing so. You're a jerk too! Jerky jerk jerk jerk! Carol with a K? That's weird. Hey, you can go upstairs. There's more books. Not much to do here right now. But yeah, you can actually check out all the books and, oops, read like a little synopsis on each of them. That's enough of that. Student Union Building.
Should be the Student Union Building. I know the cafeteria is on the first floor, but I wonder where the Student Council room is.
Hey there, first year. How's it going? Academy life been treating you well this past half month?
Oh, yeah, it has. Guess he must be a second year. It's not easy, but I'm managing. Mostly.
Mostly.
Though I have a feeling it's only going to get harder from here on out.
Of course it will. Your class is going to be more intense than the others too. But you just hang in there, okay?
Okay. Wait. You're a second-year student, aren't you? Do you mind if I ask your name?
Hey now, let's not get ahead of ourselves. First things
I'm
first,
Bandana second
how about
year.
you let me show you this cool trick I've been practicing.
Trick?
You got a 50 mirror coin I can borrow?
I think so. Pretty sure I do, anyway.
Cheers. All right,
Watch closely. Now, which hand is the coin in? Left or right?
It's in your...
Too bad.
Guess you win. You're usually pretty good at following moving objects, too. Though, wait. You said this was a trick, which means...
You catch on quick.
Huh?
Keep up the good work, man. You're gonna need to be pretty tough to get through a year with Sarah as your instructor. Oh,
Can I have my money back?
The student council room is on the 2nd floor. Furthest room back. See you around. Have a good weekend.
Hey, you stole my money.
Wait, my 50... Mira.
You
got me.
A little slow there, Reen.
Andy seemed to know I was heading to the student council room, too. Somehow. Nice good.
No, his name is Bandana's second year, not Guy.
I haven't met many of the second years yet. I wonder if they're all like that.
Sure,
Well,
every single one.
At least now I know where I'm going. Though, if it really is open late, I guess there's no real rush. I might as well see what else people are up to in here.
He is not the president of Flavor Town, which is highly unfortunate. On the first floor of the Student Union building, you will find both the cafeteria and the campus store. As you might expect, the cafeteria sells a number of different kinds of food. Meanwhile, the store sells combat equipment like weapons and recovery items. This makes it the best place to stock up on supplies or buy new equipment on campus. So I'm going to a military school and I gotta buy my own equipment. It's not enough I'm paying tuition. Well, I guess it is like college, you gotta buy your own textbooks. And what's on the menu for today? It's cheap, delicious, and served quickly. What do they sell here? I can get juice and it's a ew. Tomato sandwich. There's nothing on it, just tomato? No thanks. And okay, nothing to do there. Let's go upstairs. I'm just gonna hang out right here, actually. No. Let's see. So up here is the Lit Club. It's lit as fuck. Imperial Fishing Club. Lower Class Chess Club. The Photography Club. That's something else. And the Student Council Room. What is this room? An unused room. Alright. Before I do that, just want to show this. Oh, the stairs suddenly get nice all of a sudden. If you're trying to go upstairs, salon. Noble exclusive salon. No lower class students allowed. So yeah, you can't go there. So student council room is right here. Ojimashimasu!
Hello? Please come in. It's open.
I recognize that voice. Pardon the interruption. Oh, you're that girl.
It's been about 2 weeks, hasn't it? Welcome to the student council room, Reen Schwarzer. Instructor Sarah sent you, right?
Yes. So, you're a member of the student council then? I wonder if she got moved up a few years. She looks even younger than Fee.
Is something wrong?
Oh, I'm sorry. I was just wondering, are are you a second-year student?
I am, but there's no need for formalities with me. There's no junior or senior in my book. The name's Toa Herschel. I'm the student council president.
President?
Uh-huh. Does that surprise you?
Yeah, because you're not a bitch like most student council presidents.
I'm sure I'll have plenty of opportunities to interact with you and the other first years during your time here. So if there's anything you need help with, you just come and let me know, okay? I'll do everything in my power to make it better.
Thank you. That's very kind. She's seriously the student council president? That's hard to believe.
Because she's short?
So, the reason I've come here is because you're holding on to something for Class 7, right?
Oh, of course. Here you go. Yours is the one on top.
Let's see. Oh, our student notebooks. I completely forgot about these.
I'm really sorry it's taken so long. Class 7's curriculum is pretty different from any of the other classes. And you're even using a different kind of battle orbment, so yours had to be compiled separately.
Meaning these notebooks have information in them about...
The Arcus, yes. All the student notebooks double as instruction manuals for their accompanying battle orbment. And the other first years are all using the same type as last year, so we could just reuse last year's template. But the Arcus type you're using works quite differently, so we had to write a whole new set of directions from scratch.
Okay, that makes sense. But wait, who's we?
Pretty much.
Me.
Just me. Instructor Sarah asked me to do it on her behalf, which means it's my fault this has taken so long. I'm really sorry.
Oh, no. If anything, it sounds like we owe you a huge debt of gratitude for putting so much time and effort into it. Is that really part of the student council's job, though? It seems more like something our instructor should be handling herself.
Technically, you're right, but she's always so busy. And I help out the other instructors a lot, too, so I don't mind lending her a hand from time to time.
What a nice person. Maybe a little too nice for her own good. I doubt she ever gets a moment's rest around here. So, you just need me to give these to the other students in Class 7, right?
Yes, please. I really appreciate what you've all agreed to do, too.
Huh? What do you mean?
I heard all about it from Instructor Sarah. She said you've agreed to help out the student council with our work, right? It's such a nice gesture. You're really getting Class 7 off to a great
What did
start
Sarah tell
in the
you?
academy.
I'm sorry, I'm not sure what you're talking about.
Didn't you tell her that you wanted to help ease our workload? Something about wanting to better yourselves? To prove you were worthy of being a part of this prestigious new class? She said you were all really eager to help out. So I should try to delegate some of my duties to you.
Thank you, my dear. I leave everything in your capable hands.
Heart.
One, indeed.
I'm sorry. Did I misunderstand her or something? Oh, how embarrassing. I didn't mean to start trying to force work onto you when you've only just enrolled.
There's no way I can turn her down. No. Instructor Sarah's absolutely right. Your plate is as full as I've seen, so if I can help you in any way, please let me.
Phew. I thought there had been a terrible misunderstanding there for a moment. But don't worry, I won't give you anything too difficult. It'll mostly just be fulfilling requests from people in the academy and in Trista.
Requests?
Yep.
Side quests.
People send in feedback and list things they'd like us to do for them. And we try to help out however we can. I'll pick some up for you to do by the end of the day. And drop the list in your mailbox at your dorm tomorrow morning. Will that be okay with you?
Sure thing. Dusk already? What a day. Can't believe she wound up treating me to dinner in the cafeteria. And she's still got more student council work to do yet. How is she so busy? Hello? This is Reen Schwarzer speaking.
Guten Tag, my favorite little Wunderkind. I hear you
Speaks
had a
German?
nice little dinner date with the student council president. Ooh la la.
Ooh la la.
If this is how you treat your favorite little wunderkind, I dread to think how you treat people you don't like. Would you care to explain why you've been signing me up for things behind my back?
I'll skip the details for now, but it's got something to do with the other part of your curriculum that I'll be announcing next week.
I voluntold you to do some work.
I thought it'd be a good chance for one of you to do a little rehearsal before the main event. And since the student council truly is busy, I figured, why not kill two birds with one stone? A fine plan, if I do say so myself.
I have a feeling half the reason they're as busy as they are is because of certain instructors.
God, those Arcus units look like gigantic flip phones. And they just don't look right.
But alright, I'm happy to play along. Basically, you just want me to spend my free day tomorrow helping the student council, right?
Oh, that's entirely up to you. If there's a club you're interested in joining, far be it from me to force you away from it.
No, I said voluntold, not volunteered. So yeah, basically she conned me into it.
No, to be honest, I still haven't found one that really clicks with me, so that won't be a problem. There is one question I'd like to ask, though. Why me, exactly? This seems like the kind of task typically entrusted to the class president or vice president. So, Emma or Machias.
Is his ear, like, in the top of his head? Because, like, shouldn't be holding the phone like that.
And even if you were choosing based on
freakishly
social
large
class,
flip phone.
Eustace and Laura were both born into noble families. I wasn't. So what makes me so special, exactly?
Easy, you're the main character.
Well, in a sense, you're effectively at the center of Class 7.
Pardon?
I'm not saying you're its leader, of course. But
No.
in a class full of nobles, commoners, and exchange students, you in particular are special. Surely
Ooh.
even you can see that, no?
Well...
That's why I decided to give you first dibs, so to speak. I wanted to get an idea of how things might go from here on out. There's never been a class like yours before, after all. So there you have it. The beans have been spilled all over the place. Ball's in your court now.
You haven't really spilled much.
Wait, what are you drinking?
Beer, of course. It's the weekend and I'm stuck wasting away in my room, imbibing libations. Alas, all by my lonesome. If only I had a classy gentleman friend to go out drinking with me. But woe of woes, such a man is nary to be found.
Are you okay?
Never better. But you, instead of trying to put everything in its place, why don't you just go with the flow for a change? It seems like you're desperately trying to find something. But if you don't plant yourself somewhere, you're just gonna blow away with the next big gust that comes along.
She's not your spirit animal anymore? Why, because she drinks?
And on that note, make sure you're back in the dorm by curfew and all transgressions will be forgiven. Toodles!
If I don't plant myself somewhere, huh? She may have a few screws loose, but she's got a point. Maybe I should just try going with the flow and see what comes of it.
Oh, I gotcha. I don't think she is really, either. Chapter 1, Unconventional Studies. So yeah, it's weird, like, the end of the prologue was, like, right before I started streaming today, and then suddenly 45 minutes later is the beginning of Chapter 1. There's, like, in-between content, in-between chapters. It's, yeah. But it's all, like, cutscene stuff. So now I think there's going to be some actual gameplay soon. I think. Alright, so I get to walk around the dorms and give everyone their books. So, the way this works is, there's 3 floors in the dorms. This floor is the boys, and 1 floor up is the girls. So, let's hand the books out to the boys first. Man, these are really roomy dorms. Look at how much space there is. Wow. I want to go to school here. Assuming aside. Okay. Uh-oh. How about you fucking... Reen, just punch him in the face. Just punch him already. No. It's always the blondes. Male or female. Alright, that's it for the boys. And if we go upstairs, we'll give the girls their books. Pretty sure these rooms are vacant. This is Sarah's room, I believe. So, let's go here. She doesn't talk much. What's her last name that she doesn't want anyone to know? You mean you didn't see? You see the whole word. Your mind can process the whole word at once if you see the name. And there's Emma. And last but not least, Hey, she's got a blue carpet. I was not talking. God, that sounded wrong. Anyway. Anyway, I think I go back to Reen's room now. Let's see if there's anything on the first floor. Nah, nothing here, right? Oh, there's like a little side room here, I guess. Like a meeting room. This is the board, like your mailboxes where the side quests get entered into. And there's teacher. Oh, I agree. It's the storeroom. I'll give this a good old save. Okay. And back home. Well, it's almost Maki's birthday. Alright, so I got my list of quests to do. Got two main quests and one side quest. So the old schoolhouse mystery. I have a reason to believe that strange phenomena have been occurring in the old schoolhouse as of late. As such, I would like to request that one or more combat-ready students to look into this and report back to me. For more details, come see me in my office in the first floor of the main building. Principal Van Dyke. Orbital delivery. I've just finished repairing a bunch of orbital tech here at the engineering club, and I need someone to deliver everything. Stop by the engineering building, left of the student union building, and I'll tell you more. George. And a noteworthy loss. I kind of dropped my student notebook, and now I can't find it anywhere. Would anyone be willing to help me look? I'll be looking for it on the first floor of the student union building, and I'd really appreciate it if someone lent me a hand. Colette. So as long as you view each one, it gets added to your log. So yeah, this is basically bonding events. So this is kind of like the how you form relationships with other characters, friendships, and eventually relationships with the girls if you want to. So on your free days, you can use your bonding points to participate in bonding events with the other characters. Different bonding events will be available during the daytime and evening. In the evenings, on your free days, you'll receive an additional bonding point. So I got 2 bonding points to use, as you can see under the map there. At the center of Trista is a shopping district. You can purchase a variety of items in the stores there. Brandon's General Goods stocks ingredients and accessories. Lesage is a boutique selling clothing, footwear, and accessories. Keen's Bookstore sells reading materials such as newspapers and obviously books. Kirsch's Cafe and Inn stocks food items. You can also pay a small fee to rest here and restore your CP. Okay. Yes, you have fast travel in this game. When you're in a town, you can use the square button to access the quick travel menu. You can also see characters' locations as well as whether they have bonding events available. So if they have a little exclamation point next to their portrait, that means they have a bonding event available. And you can spend some time with them. So let's see, if I press square right now, what do we got? So I can spend some time with Machias, but I don't want to spend time with Machias. I can spend some time with Elliot. So if I press R1, I can see the rest of the map. Let's see. First I got a side quest over the engineering building, so I'm gonna head on over there. Oh, okay, I guess on the way you trigger this cutscene. Spend some time with a cute girl. I don't think any of the cute girls were available. Well, Laura was. I don't really like Laura, though. So yes, this is all about the fishing minigame. So yeah, generally in this game, anytime you see water, you should try to do some fishing. And as you fish more and more, you can trade in those fish for points, and the points you can trade in for better stuff, like better rods and stuff. So the points matter, yes. Yes, this is not whose line is it anyway. So at fishing points, you can fish a set number of times. By catching fish, you'll earn angler points, and the amount you get will depend on the variety and size of the fish you catch. Get fishing to earn more points. Talking to Kenneth will allow you to exchange your angler points for items. As your angler rank increases, you will have more items available to trade for. Fish, fish, fish. So, I can actually do a little bit of fishing right now. If I remember correctly, let's check the instructions. After casting your lure, you press circle when an exclamation point appears. The fish will bite. After you get a bite, repeatedly press the indicated button to reel in the fish. The buttons you will need to press depend on the fish you're catching. So that's a little bit like a rhythm game. There's no music to go along with it, but... So you gotta wait for the bang to appear. Sometimes it takes a little... There it goes. And then... You just press the button that's circled. And there we go. I got a swordtail. Got 17 points total. And sometimes you get some sepith from the fish too. And little bonuses. So let's fish again. I think there is a limit to the amount you can fish. And this is actually, you know, that's very easy as is right now. But that little mini game gets harder, much harder later on. I guess I can keep going. Let's try to get a different fish.
Not bad.
Looks like I'm just getting swordtails. Is that all that's here? Let's try one more. Yeah. That fish times 2 in the lower left. That's the number of times I can fish in this area.
Not bad.
Yeah, it looks like there's just swordtails here. But I think the amount of times that you can fish does regenerate after some time. Yes, another swordtail. You can see in the little portrait on of the fish there that it's just another swordtail.
Caught one.
But that's cool. I got some points and a bunch of water sepith. Did I go in here earlier? I'm not sure if I... No, I think I couldn't go in this house earlier. So... This is just some person's house. Homes are very roomy in this game. Yeah, where did your chair go? So where was I? I was heading to the engineering building. So let's go back to that. Okay, here I am. Engineering building, and there's George there. Let's see what he needs. Yeah, so this is the place you go to get new orbments. So, very important stuff here. You go here to like learn new spells and abilities and stuff. This place also gets very expensive. Yay, deliveries! So can I actually talk to him? No, okay. So I can't do anything yet. I can't buy anything from him yet. But that's alright. Let's get out of here. Fast travel. Where did I know one of them was at Radio Trista. So I guess, yeah, I can't go directly there, but this is the closest to it, so let's head there. Now, let's see, if I go to... Can I see what he just told me? There's not... Note, maybe? There's quests here. Okay, there it is. So I gotta give the Orbital Skill to Nicholas, the Orbital Lamp to the pawn shop, and the Orbital Wristwatch to Radio Trista. An orbital radio, huh? Oh, can't get out there. If only someone could give me one of those. Alright, so next, what was the next thing I wanted? I forgot already. So I go to the notes here. So I already delivered the orbital wristwatch, so I gotta give the lamp to meet at the pawn shop. Oh, thank you. Yes, Blade is the in-game card game in this game. It's a fun little game that I will go into more detail later. So yeah, this is a little weird. So I never actually really used this shop when I played this game originally, because I never really understood how to do it. So, but generally, like, I'm just gonna read off this screen here. You can exchange certain items for rarer and higher quality ones. So you can also buy some of the items that you might have missed in previous chapters. So I guess that's kind of cool. As for the card game, you'll be able to play that later in the game. So yeah, you purchase curios. The items on offer will change each time you enter the shop. You might even find rare items you've missed from chests and elsewhere here. So that's cool. If you miss anything rare, it'll show up here. You'll have to pay money for it, but... And then you walk around to the curios. And then I think you just talk to him. Oh yeah, you can inspect them and see what he's got on sale here. So that's neat. Not something I used in the original game, but it might prove useful. Alright, so last thing was I was in the school somewhere, right? Cooking club. Home ec room of the 2nd floor. So let's go to the school. And the 2nd floor. Let's find the home ec room. I think it was over here. There it is. And yes, there is cooking in this game as well. You can cook up healing items and stuff. Kind of like in the Tales series. Alright, so you can use recipes and ingredients to make food by selecting Note from the camp menu, or pressing Select and then choosing Recipe. So you can see a list of recipes that you own and how much is required for each one, the skill level that each character has in making that particular recipe. So like depending on how smiley the face is, that tells you how good they are at making that recipe. You can have Rean cook alone or have another party member help him. When having another party member help him, both their skill levels will influence the dish that they make. So that's pretty cool. Okay, so all the items have been delivered, so back to the engineering building. And I'm going to report that quest to George. And turn in the quest. Yep, and there's that orbital radio I wanted. So yeah, anything Arcus related, go to George. Okay, so this is that last type of Sepith I've been getting. So there's like all the different color types of Sepith that you get from winning battles, but there's also Sepith Mass. So that's what this is all about. So basically, it's just stuff you can sell. And there we go. Alright, at factories you can use Sepith to unlock slots in your party's orbits. To do this, you select Modify Exchange and then Slot. If you don't have enough, the number will be red. Unlocking slots increases a character's max EP, and also, of course, gives you another slot to put another orbit in there. The further a slot is from the orbit's center, the larger the max EP increase. At factories, you can use Sepith to synthesize quartz. And it tells you what the necessary Sepith is to synthesize. So yeah, there's a lot of crafting in this game. There's between the cooking and then this. Yeah, there's a lot of crafting type systems in this game. It's but none of it's too complicated, and it's actually quite enjoyable. So yeah, all that Sepith you get from monster battles, you use that to synthesize new quartz. So if you want to learn new spells, that's what you gotta do. Weapon customization. You can use U materials to customize your weapons at an orbital factory. And that is one way of making your items, your weapons stronger. Sepith messes can now be exchanged from Mira within any shop's exchange menu. Regular Sepith can be exchanged too, but do remember that they're also used for synthesizing quartz and unlocking slots. Masses, on the other hand, are useless, and can thus be freely exchanged for Mira. So let's go ahead and do that. Let's see what I can do right now. And I'm probably going to call quits in about 5 minutes, so I'm just going to do this, and but I will be back later tonight with Terraforming Mars. But before that, let's see. Let's go into Modify Exchange. And I want to select slots and see what I can open. So, you notice like these are all on line 1. If you look on the right, you can see these 5 slots are in a line. And then if I go over to line 2, those 2 slots are in their own line. And then line 3 is off by itself. That's the green line. So the line that you place things on does affect certain things, which I'll go into detail more on later. But for now, I'm just going to keep everything on line 1. So I can open this for 70 of each Sepith. So I'm going to do that. And then it gets more expensive as you go down. So like, I can open the 3rd slot if I had 200 black Sepith. And then the next one requires 150 of everything. And then the last one requires 400 red. So yeah, the prices vary a little bit. I can open line 2 for 40 of everything. Line 3, same thing. But yeah, Elliot's has basically almost all of them are on one line, which is kind of cool. Oh, and also pay attention to like if you see to the right there, not in the orbit area, but like to the right of where my selection is, the little white dot means I can only put white orbits in that slot. Same thing with this, I can only put blue ones there. So that's the thing to keep in mind. Some of the slots are limited to what you're allowed to put in them. So let's see. I should open some more slots while I'm here, I guess, right? That's one of the first things you want to do in any of the Legend of Hero games. This one's no exception. Open all the slots as soon as you can, because that will greatly affect your ability to win battles. So I can go to quartz. I can actually make some quartz here. So what does he currently have equipped? Can I actually... I got Tear and Firebolt. So Firebolt's from the Force and Tear is there. I can give him Poison, sure. And I will give something to Elliot. He's got Cannon already, which gives him Tear and Aqua Bleed. And he has also got Needle Shot. And then Gaius over here has Airstrike and Evade 1. Evade 1's not actually a spell, it's just a passive ability. It gives him 5% evasion. So let's see what else I can... Movement's nice. Action is nice, because that gives you a speed boost. I can't synthesize that right now, though, because I don't have enough Sepith. So I probably... A defense plus 10 is not so bad. I'll take one of those. So let's go back here. Let's give that to Elliot. And then he's... I don't have any extra slots for him, so he'll have to deal with those, having just those. And I only have those 3 in my party right now, so I'll probably move things around once I get... before I start the next mission, whenever that may happen. Cover, you can actually buy covers. They're really expensive, and I don't think they actually affect the game at all, so I think it's just cosmetic. Oh yeah, there was exchange, right? So if I go down here, Sepith Mass, I can sell all that. So yeah, I can sell all 261 Sepith Mass. There's no reason to keep it, so you might as well just sell it, and I get some money for that. You can also sell your other Sepith, but remember, you want to probably use that for other things. So I click on exchange here, and I get my money. And yeah, that's it. Okay. I don't think I have any U material. Oh, no, I do have one. So, let's see. What does he have? He's got the Kazekiri equipped right now. So if let's make it a Kazekiri plus 1. Nice. And that gives a nice strength plus 90, speed plus 3, evasion plus 5, and range plus 1. Pretty cool. And yeah, that'll be it for now. Alright, so I'm going to call it quits for tonight. I will be back in about a half hour with Terraforming Mars. So stay tuned for that if you want to check that out. As for this game, I'll be probably back tomorrow. Probably around 7 or 8 o'clock. I'll stream some more of this game. So look forward to that. Thank you for tuning in and have a good night, everyone.